Sam Raimi's zombifying flick, The Evil Dead, has been one of the most frightfully glorious, bloody horror flicks I have seen. And I've just seen the brand new film from this franchise, Evil Dead Rise, which came out this past April and it's now on physical media and streaming on Max. But is this recent horror film as bloody and gory and zombifying as its predecessors? Or is this just one film that just doesn't deserve to be risen from the Book of the Dead? Watch this spoiler free review and find out. PD's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So, greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Joel, better known to you as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you a spoiler-free review of the 2023 supernatural horror flick Evil Dead Rise, released by Warner Bros. For New Line Cinema, along with Renaissance Pictures, written and directed by Lee Cronin, and is the fifth overall installment of the Evil Dead film series, starring Lily Sullivan along with Alyssa Sutherland as two estranged sisters trying to survive and save their family from deadites. The film also stars Morgan Davies and Gabrielle Echols and Nell Fisher in her first film. This film was released on April 21st this year in 2023. Now, the film's development was preceded by scrapped plans for direct sequels to the Evil Dead requel from 2013 and 1992's Army of Darkness, as well as a fourth season of Ash vs. Evil Dead. But then in 2019, Sam Raimi announced that a new film was in development, with Rob Tappert producing, Raimi and Bruce Campbell, star of the original trilogy, executive producing. And this is actually the first time an Evil Dead film was distributed by New Line Cinema. Well, was from New Line Cinema. The first film's distributor, while Warner Bros. Released it. Now, the film was originally supposed to come to HBO Max, but Warner Bros. Opted to release the film theatrically first after positive test screens. And it came out after it debuted a month before this, earlier this year in March, at the South by Southwest little event that occurs in Austin. Anyway, now we start out a cabin, what have you, much more different looking than what we see in the original, where cousins Teresa and Jessica and Jessica's boyfriend Caleb are vacationing at a lakeside cabin when a seemingly ill Jessica, looks like she's been taken by the deadites, and she scalps Teresa and decapitates Caleb before levitating above the lake, and that's when we get our title card. Well, Technician Beth, upset at learning she's pregnant, she visits her sister Ellie, a tattoo artist and single mother to teenagers Danny and Bridget and child Cassie, in their home at Monday Apartment, a condemned LA apartment complex. The building is shaken by an earthquake while the children are in its basement parking lot uncovering a concealed chamber. Danny investigates it, discovering religious artifacts and 3 phonograph records from 1923 and a strange book that he takes up to his room, believing he could possibly sell it and use the money to help Ellie. However, the initial record details rejected efforts by a priest to research the book, revealed to be one of 3 volumes of the Naturam Demonto. Yeah. Which, of course, is referred to as the Book of the Dead. And the subsequent record reveals the priest continued his research in secret and recites an incantation that summons demonic entities known as deadites. And then it starts taking over everybody. almost everybody, but it really turns into a real bloody, gory thrill ride. Just like what you could get from the other Evil Dead films. Well, just about, since the requel. But that's all of the story I'm going to give to you. This is a spoiler free review, so no more on the story. Mm-mm. So, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and give you my thoughts. I needed to rewatch the film after I got it on DVD last month. Now, after rewatching the film, I'm going to say it was just bloody, gory, and really frightfully exciting, just like the other films were. But this was probably the bloodiest and goriest since the requel. Since its release, it made 146 million worldwide, becoming the most successful film, or should I say, highest grossing film in the series to date. Its reviews were very good. It's at 84% on Rotten Tomatoes, saying offering just about everything longtime fans could hope for while still managing to carry the franchise forward. The film is all kinds of groovy. Yes, I agree. This was, yeah, good. Although it is a shame that Bruce Campbell was not seen on screen, but he was featured in an uncredited voice only cameo role heard in a recording on one of the phonograph records. So, anyway, yeah. Now, for our cast, on the other hand, I really liked. Playing Beth is Lily Sullivan. Yeah, because some of these casts I'm not familiar with. Playing Ellie is Alyssa Sutherland. You may know her from the History Channel series Vikings. Morgan Davies plays Danny. So again, a lot of these things I'm not too familiar with. Gabrielle Echols plays Bridget. She was good. And Nell Fisher was introduced to us in the film as Kathy. So she was good too. There's several others. Again, not all of them. I'm afraid all of them I'm not too familiar with. But the cast wasn't too bad and what have you. And the score for the film wasn't too bad either. Done by Stephen McKeon. Yes. Who has done numerous film and television soundtracks. Now, for the future of the film, Bruce Campbell said that he, along with Sam Raimi and his brother Ivan, were planning a possibility for future films in the franchise every 2 or 3 years if this film is a success. And well, it is. It was a bit of a success. And Cronin also discussed his ideas for future sequels in the series taking place after this film. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, I gotta give this film credited and what have you. I agree with everyone with what they said. This is definitely very good, and I consider it to be just as good as the other films. But this is probably the bloodiest and goriest I've seen since the requel from 2013, a decade ago. So anyway, Evil Dead Rise, I think it's just so bloody and gory. Again, I don't mean to sound like a broken record, but I can't help it. It's a very good film. It's very horrifying. This will probably be one of my favorite. Will rank up there with Scream 6 and Megan as my favorite. Well, 3 of my favorite horror films I've liked this from this year so far. Yeah. So overall, Evil Dead Rise was awesome. And if you're a fan of the series, then I'd say you'll feel right at home with this. Again, you can find it on physical media. It's also now streaming on Max, so check it out if you haven't. So anyway, the film has a good score, good cast, real good characters, and great bloody, gory stuff and effects. So anyway, for my score, I'm going to give Evil Dead Rise 4 stars. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give it an 8.5. So, what did you think of Evil Dead Rise? Oh yeah, and I almost forgot. This is a fan requested review, but I forgot who it was who requested. Apologies. But what did you think of the film? Let me know in the comments section below. If you liked the video, consider clicking the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Join me next time when I bring to you my the return of the wide world of game shows, where I'll be talking about a couple of games, Funhouse and College Madhouse. So I hope you enjoy this, and if you did, check out these other previous films that weren't released for New Line Cinema that are really horrifying. In the upper left-hand corner is my review of the third Conjuring film, The Devil Made Me Do It from 2021. The upper right-hand corner is my review of Annabelle Comes Home from 2019. Or if you would like to see my reviews of this franchise from the beginning, go to the bottom left-hand corner and see my playlist for the Evil Dead franchise, in case you would like to see this review again along with the other 4 films. And the bottom right hand corner is a button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thank you for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.